Weight loss and the pursuit of it is so popular these days. So many people are out there trying to lose weight, and that is one of the most common questions I get when a new client comes in and wants nutrition coaching from myself. They ask me, how can I effectively lose weight? Now, of course, when they're saying lose weight, they mean lose fat mass. Well, before you even start trying to lose weight, there are things you've got to consider and have in place so you can effectively do so. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share 5 things with you. 5 things to give you an idea of what you need to have in place before you can actually effectively start losing weight and get those real sustainable results that you want. Let's get into it. So if you were trying to lose weight, okay, if you're here watching this video because you want to lose weight effectively, you want to get a body that you feel happier, healthier, and more confident in, then there are things you really do need to consider, which is what I'm going to share today. And no matter if it's that you want to kind of get shredded, so to speak, because of a sporting performance kind of reason, maybe you're in a sport where that would dictate, an edge over the competition, or whether it's just an aesthetic reason, you just want to kind of feel more happier in your own body. These things will help you. These 5 things will give you an idea how to ground things before you get started, so you can really kind of get things moving the most effective way and get the best results possible for you. So yeah, if you're trying to get shredded, then consider these 5 next things before you start doing so, because trust me, if you do these 5 things, you'll be in a better position to get those results that you actually desire and keep them longer term. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure you want to maximize results and you want to play that fat loss nutrition game effectively. Am I right? I think I am. Let's get into it. So the number one thing you need to do before you start trying to lose weight is you need to have a goal. And the goal has to be very, very clear, okay? There's not, I want to lose weight. That's not a good goal, okay? What I want you to start doing is making what's called a SMART goal. You might have heard of this before, maybe you haven't, but I'm going to give you now a breakdown of what the SMART goal acronym actually entails. So S for specific. Your goal has to be specific, okay? It can't just be weight loss. It has to be, I want to lose 5 kilos of fat mass or something of that kind of nature. M, measurable, has to be measurable, okay? You have to be able to measure your success, your progression over time to see how you're going. Just saying I want to lose weight or I want to get more shredded doesn't really give you a measurable way to kind of determine how effectively you've done it, of course. Now, let's say you said, I want to lose 5 kilos in, let's say, 6 months. Okay, just making up numbers here. Let's say that was your goal. That would be a lot more measurable because then you can actually say, okay, in 6 months, have I lost 5 kilos? Okay, so that's the second thing. A, for achievable. You have to think about, is it actually achievable overall? You don't set yourself, an expectation to get to a certain kind of outcome when it's not actually achievable for you. Okay, so be realistic. Okay, then you got R, which is realistic. Funny enough, so those kind of interplay with each other, but it's got to be realistic. Okay, you can't say I want to lose 10 kilos in 1 week because one, if you did do that, you probably wouldn't be healthy, but really it's not realistic either. So make sure your goal is actually realistic so you can actually achieve it effectively and healthily. And then finally, T, time-based. Okay, has to be time specific. Like I mentioned before, has to be, measurable, 5 kilos, and then it has to be, achievable, but time specific really kind of puts that time stamp on it. 6 months, like I mentioned before, would be the time stamp on there. That way you can actually know across what time period you are actually trying to achieve this goal and see if you actually have achieved it by then. So as you can see, some of these kind of interlink with each other, but generally SMART, okay, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time specific. So hopefully that gives you an idea about how to set a good goal, how to set a clear goal, and how to set a goal that really truly is going to drive that weight loss success for you. And the second thing is you got to determine what your why is. The why is the overarching reason that you're trying to make this change, okay? Goal's good and all, but overarching above that goal is the why. Now, the thing that people do that's a mistake is they base their why specifically on weight loss when they're trying to lose weight. Seems, that makes sense, right? But what you actually want to do is you want to make your why lifestyle focused. Reason being is that it's going to be a better driving force for change, because it's something that's going to be more personal. It's something that's going to be more, effective in terms of getting your mindset in the right space, so to speak. But also, when you think about it, if the why is just I want to lose some weight, that's good and all. But why do you want to lose weight? And that, if you keep your why to that kind of limited degree, then you're not going to be able to kind of really delve into that driving force that could potentially get you to results in a more effective way. So like, let's say that you want to lose weight because you want to be able to, function better and be able to play with your kids, so that, it's more lifestyle based. Let's say that you just want to feel more confident in your body so you can enjoy your holidays, when you're in your summer vacation or something like that, and you want to feel more confident in a bikini or something. That's more lifestyle related, because you're attributing the weight loss to something that can actually enhance your quality of life. That's what you want to do. Don't kind of limit yourself by having a why. Just be very simple. Keep your why more lifestyle focused, and you'll find that it drives you better, and you'll find that it's a more effective way to kind of keep you on track to achieve your goal. Now, the third thing is that you got to find a diet that's going to work for you. Now, I feel like a broken record saying it all the time, but preference and individualization is so important when it comes to nutrition. And that's why it's important that you do the following thing to determine what diet approach actually is suitable for you and it's going to get you those changes that you want. So what I like to do is I like to brainstorm, okay? On a sheet of paper or on your phone, just list out all the different diets you've thought about, different diets you've heard about, and start there, okay? That's your starting point. Then what you want to do is you look through the list and you see the ones that you couldn't adhere to, or ones that you just don't realistically see yourself being able to sustain. Now, you've got to ask yourself the question, can I potentially do this diet for at least a year, if not more, okay? If you ask yourself, can I potentially do this for 5 years onwards? That's a good kind of way to kind of really see if that diet could be potentially okay for you. So if you're looking at, let's say, keto diet, and you're like, could I even see myself doing this in a year? If the answer is even, you want to kind of scratch that off, okay? You don't want to go for diets that you can't adhere to, okay? Adherence is king here, okay? Adherence is going to get you those results, because adherence over time is how you have success with fat loss. So what I want you to do is get a sheet of paper, brainstorm a bunch of diets, cross out the ones you see yourself not being able to sustain, and then you'll have a few that you basically have to choose from. From there, see which one kind of appeals to you more and suits your lifestyle better, and then you might come down to a couple, and then just choose one of those to go with. Start it out, give it a go for at least a month or so, see if it kind of suits you, see if you get results on it, and then calibrate from there. Whether that means changing over to a different diet and trying that, or continue with the diet that you've set out to do. Obviously, like I said, you want to have something that's sustainable. But at the end of the day, sometimes you don't know how well you're going to be able to do a diet until you actually try it. But at least give yourself the chance by brainstorming, because what a lot of people do is they don't brainstorm, they don't think about the diet. What they do is they hear a diet, sounds trendy, sounds popular, maybe a celebrity's promoting it, and then they just started doing it for themselves without actually thinking about it. Now, if you actually think about your diet and you determine that it's not right for you, okay, you've given yourself the best chance possible by actually thinking about, could you sustain it? Didn't work out, try a different diet, no problem. But what you don't want to do is just jump on the bandwagon, so to speak. So brainstorm, find a diet you can sustain to, and hopefully the first one you go for is the one you can actually adhere to, and then you don't have to worry. So yeah, see how you go with that, but very important, so make sure you do it. Now, the fourth thing is accountability. A lot of people miss out on this factor, and it's such an important one when it comes to fat loss, is establishing accountability. Now, there's two parts to this. One, you got to be accountable to yourself and your own actions. Okay, there has to be some level of degree of kind of accountability on your behalf, because at the end of the day, it's you, it's your health change, it's your body, it's your lifestyle. But second is finding accountability in someone else. Now, this could be a number of people. It could be a family or friend, that you kind of in this journey together with. Someone maybe like a nutrition coach, like a sports dietitian, someone that can really guide you and be in your corner. It could be someone like, at work, just someone that you can be accountable to and you don't want to disappoint, because then that you have to work on yourself, you have to take action, and it just kind of leaves out any kind of chance for you to kind of just, kind of wing it, or kind of just, second guess yourself or kind of quit. So it's always a good kind of parameter to have when it comes to fat loss is accountability. But make sure you're accountable to yourself first and foremost, and then find someone else to be accountable to. And yeah, you'll see how much more effective things can be when you do that, because then it keeps you going, okay? A lot of my clients, the first thing that they tell me when they come to see me is, I've been missing out on that accountability, okay? That's something that's missing with a lot of nutrition plans. You're given a plan, you try and do it on your own, it all seems good, but then when you're not accountable to someone or even yourself, then it's very easy to kind of fall off the bandwagon, so to speak, if you want to call it that, or just to kind of slip up, or just to kind of really just say, it doesn't matter, and just kind of slowly gravitate away from your goals. And then in the end, you'd just be disappointed in yourself from not continuing and achieving that goal that you set out to achieve in the first place. Now, the fifth thing is get yourself professional guidance, okay? Seek out a sports dietitian, such as myself or someone that can really help guide you in terms of your nutrition plan. You don't get any extra points for doing it yourself, so don't be scared to ask for help, seek out assistance, and get the coaching that you need. I was the same way, okay? When I wanted to make a certain change, whether it was for my health or for business or for whatever it was, I thought, I'll just start it by myself, it'll be fine. I've got all the tools I need. But quickly I learned that by getting a coach, getting someone that you can also be accountable to, so as you can see, point 4 and point 5 kind of interacting kind of factors there, you want to make sure that you're doing that, because if you seek out someone that takes out the guesswork, you can focus on the actual fun stuff and the actual important stuff, such as taking the action, okay? Makes it easier for yourself, guides you in the right direction, make sure that you don't slip up, and make sure also by having someone professional that can actually kind of guide you, you make sure that you're doing things the right way, so you're not wasting time kind of doing things incorrectly or not doing things as efficiently or as effectively as you could be, and therefore you limit your results in the long term. Of course, if you're starting out, you've tried it, you want to just try things on your own, that's fine, okay? But don't shy away. If you do get to a point where you're stuck and you feel you need help, seek out professional assistance from a dietitian such as myself, because we really can guide you and get you to that goal more effectively by kind of taking out the guesswork, as I mentioned before, but just kind of keeping you on the straight and narrow, keeping you on track, and make sure you're doing things in the correct way. This is especially the case if you're someone like watching this video right now and you're saying, I've tried all the diets, I've tried all the different approaches, I've tried to lose weight in the past, all these things, and you're frustrated because you're not seeing the results and you just haven't got to where you need to be. Perhaps getting that different mindset in play, getting someone else to come in and help you, guide you, could be the key solution to get you over the hump and get you to that goal that you've been kind of missing out on for this time. So there you go, 5 things that you maybe not have thought about, but you should be thinking about if you're planning on starting a fat loss journey and planning out to get more shredded, because really you want to set yourself up for success. And the way to do that is by laying the groundwork, okay, getting a good foundation going that you can build upon and get those effective results. And I mean, of course, there's a lot of things that come into play when it comes to nutrition. There's a lot of different factors that influence it all. But by setting yourself up for success, like I mentioned, you are really kind of enabling yourself to streamline your results as best as possible, and to also make sure you're sustaining your changes over time, which is something that's missing in the nutrition sphere, is sustainable results, okay? A lot of people can lose weight, a lot of people don't regain that weight back. That's not what you want. Perhaps that's something that you're frustrated with because it's happened in the past. So by laying yourself the groundwork, by establishing things before you start a weight loss plan, you make sure that you're more effectively able to achieve those results and more effectively able to sustain them. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure you don't want to make it harder for yourself, and I'm sure you don't want to waste time doing things the wrong way or wasting time by making things slower than they need to be. Of course, weight loss does take time. It's not a quick and easy process, and there's no quick fix of results, but you still want to make sure that you're not still, kind of second guessing yourself or just kind of not doing things in the right way possible. And of course, as always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below or hit me up on Instagram. The link is in the description below. Just send me a DM and I'll help you, okay? Don't feel like you need to be shy away from it. If you need help, seek it out. I'll help you. And yeah, as always, please like and subscribe. Share with your family and friends. Stay out of trouble. Until next time, see ya.